Welcome to the fourth episode of my series on Alzheimer's disease. I'm Aram, your host, and I'll be giving you an overview of how Alzheimer's looks inside the brain. To explain what Alzheimer's looks like in the brain, you first have to explain what it normally looks like. Throughout the brain, there are millions of neurons. Neurons contain a nucleus. Dendrites, small branching structures that are used to collect information from other neurons, and an axon, a cable-like growth opposite to the dendrites used to transmit information to other neurons. The function of neurons is to communicate with one another and to form bonds. Scientists estimate that single neurons can hold as much as 7,000 bonds. They communicate via electric charges that travel down the axon and release neurotransmitter chemicals. The neurotransmitters bind with the dendrites of other neurons to form connections. Now, how does Alzheimer's affect the brain? If you watched previous episodes, you would know that Alzheimer's causes the connections between these neurons to degrade and reduce brain matter. In the beginning, Alzheimer's disease often destroyed areas of the brain that affected memory, such as the entorhinal cortex and the hippocampus. As the disease progresses, it takes down other regions relating to reasoning, language, and behavior. When it reaches those final stages, it's classified as severe Alzheimer's, the late and final stages. Here are some pictures of the disease's impact. The full brain on the left is healthy, while you can see the ones on the right are shriveled and shrunken. Once they reach this stage, people will struggle to communicate and lose control of their body. On the left, you will see the normal brain activity, and the one on the right is the brain activity of a person with later stages of Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's patients at this stage will also lose much brain function, as shown in the picture below. They will not be thinking as much. Their brain will have much less activity going on. At this stage, patients will mostly spend around 17 hours a day sleeping. This lethargy has a reason behind it too. It's caused by a degradation of neurons responsible for you being awake. Signal propagation within the brain involves the transmission of electrical impulses between neurons, facilitating communication and informing processing. In Alzheimer's, this process is significantly affected as by the disease disrupts the integrity of neural networks. Neurons struggle to transmit signals effectively due to the damage caused by beta-amyloid plaques and tau tangles, leading to compromised signal transmission and impaired cognitive function. Synaptic plasticity, crucial for learning and memory, refers to the brain's ability to adapt and modify the strength of connections between neurons. In Alzheimer's disease, synaptic plasticity is severely impaired. The accumulation of beta-amyloid proteins interferes with the synaptic function, hindering the brain's capacity to form and maintain connections essential for learning and retaining information. Moreover, pruning, the natural process of eliminating unnecessary or weak connections between neurons, is disrupted in Alzheimer's. While pruning is essential for refining neural circuits during development and adulthood, the disease interferes with this process. Instead of efficient pruning, there's an excessive loss of vital connections, leading to the progressive decline in cognitive abilities. As the disease advances, the compromised synaptic plasticity and disrupted pruning contribute to the deterioration of neural networks. Understanding these disruptions in signal propagation, synaptic plasticity, and pruning provides valuable insights into the mechanisms underlying the cognitive decline seen in Alzheimer's disease. Researchers are exploring ways to mitigate these disruptions, aiming to develop interventions that could potentially restore or protect synaptic function, ultimately slowing the progression of the disease and preserving cognitive abilities for longer periods. In the face of a major health threat such as Alzheimer's, a global community unites in a quest for solutions. Researchers, caregivers, and advocates tirelessly pursue understanding and innovative approaches. Together, alongside all the heroes working against this disease, you can help by raising awareness of Alzheimer's to friends and family. Thank you for taking the time to listen in on my series on Alzheimer's. I'm Aram, your host. Thanks for watching.